Okay, I'm here at Myrtle Beach Safari with this amazing elephant. Her name is Bubbles. I got to swim with her. I got to see all kinds of amazing things. But here's an amazing fact. This elephant was actually was an orphan from Africa. And Doc, how old were you, Doc?
I was 23 years old. Bubbles was about a year and a half.
And so at a year and a half old, Bubbles wants to get right there with you guys. And so the deal is, it was real simple. It was either leave her in Africa to die or bring her home, right?
That's it.
And so she is an orphan. And the funny part about being an orphan is I can kind of relate to her because I was orphaned at 14, adopted in the first place with no family except my mom and dad and an adopted sister. Well, I ended up basically completely orphaned. And I know what it's like to be alone, but Bubba's here. Bubbles, I keep calling her Bubba. Bubbles here became part of the family and was raised at home literally like a baby. How many years did she live inside with you guys?
10 years. Every night she had to sleep with somebody. She was round the clock care.
Throwing the trunk and you telling me some of the stories?
If you didn't hold this trunk to go to sleep at night, then it would get you in the nighttime. It'd be slapping you in the face. So you had to go to sleep holding that trunk.
Cody, you must have been crazy. You spent your whole life with Bubbles.
This is my biggest sister. She's always been my big sister. She has always been there. She's always kind of been part of the family and always been around. I remember introducing my little sister to her when she was a little baby. We brought over Tawny to the elephant, and she smelled her, and she cried, and Bubbles thought she did something wrong and backed up. And we're like, it's okay. And she came back over and then came over and said hi to the baby and met my little sister for the first time.
Unbelievable, you guys. And people think that somehow elephants are abused. I've been around this elephant all week. I've watched every minute. This elephant lives a life of a dream. It swims out here on, what is that considered? A lake?
The intercoastal waterway. No, that's a river, the huge river.
Eats some of the native brush, wants to eat it all out of the yards, wants to do all the tree trimming. It's absolutely incredible. And she's got so many facts that would blow your mind. I want you guys to just listen to some of these facts. Here's a fact that I thought was amazing. Tell them about how the brain is connected to this amazing trunk.
The trunk is actually a massive group of micro muscles running all the way from the tip, 50,000 individual pieces. It spirals up and actually pierces through a hole in the skull, directly connecting to the brain, making that by far the most complicated organ in the animal kingdom. Just amazingly complex. Pluck a single blade of grass or push an automobile. She can find a baby bird sitting in a tree and pluck it out of the nest, examine it, and stick it back in. The trunk is just phenomenal. It's her entire connection to the world is first through the trunk.
I've heard of direct drive, but that's direct drive, man. I mean, right from the brain all the way to the tip. And let me tell you, she is so gentle. She does some amazing stuff with it. Look at it. It's just incredible. I mean, you see her. She's just checking everything out, wants to play with the camera, wants to check you guys out if she knew you were there. But anyway, man, Cody, this is just so incredible. You raised your whole life around these animals. This is literally like, not like the real Tarzan. This is the Tarzan, but really that's Papa Tarzan right there. Man, tell me a couple more facts.
Well, you look at her right here. She's got these incredible big tusks right here. She's taken this one and split it, and so we've trimmed it back. She's got the other one, and it's still a tusk. It's right in there, but she keeps it buffed off right there. She wants it flat. She goes up to a rock. She can just polish it down, just like putting your fingernails on an emery board. She has a tusk on both sides, and she adjusts them. She's had 0 tusks, and she's had 5-foot tusks. In the 37 years, she's always adjusting and playing around with what she wants her tusks to be like. The tusks grow kind of like a woodchuck's teeth. They're constantly in a state of growth because they're constantly in a state of being broken, so the elephant can use them as a heavy machinery tool.
I promise you guys, if you think some interesting facts, we haven't even got them started yet. Keep living your dream, whatever you do, and don't forget to share and like them, and we appreciate it. Have an awesome day, guys.